know, back on the battlefield, they had all those booms and explosions going off. Now you're underwater and you don't hear anything except for the bubbles coming out of your regulator or maybe the reef crackling. Just very tranquil environment. My name is John Thompson. I'm the Executive Director of SUDS, and SUDS is Soldiers Undertaking Disabled Scuba. This is a nonprofit program based out of Walter Reed National Military Medical Center. Rincon, Puerto Rico is kind of our home base, the surf capital of the Caribbean. So it's just got a great vibe. So I spend the majority of my year here. I have a huge support system in this community. They really roll out the red carpet when I bring warriors down here. I was born in Fort Smith, Arkansas, and I grew up in Sallisaw, Oklahoma, which is in Sequoyah County. Just grew up hunting and fishing and in the outdoors. It's a really cool place to grow up. We always had a small cabin up on 10 Killer, and we would spend our whole summers up there. So I've always been around the water, always been on the water, love the water. I am a member of the Cherokee Nation. I'm very proud of it. It's a very important part of my life. I spent 7 years in the Army National Guard in an airborne unit. I was a paratrooper, and I worked as a guide and instructor running extended expeditions in the Rocky Mountains. So I'd spend my winters down here in the Caribbean diving, and then I'd spend my summers in the Rocky Mountains. Back in 2005, I went to the Army Hospital at Walter Reed, and it was the height of the war, and I walked in. As soon as I walked in, I saw these very young men and women with some pretty horrific injuries, and I knew at that moment that I wanted to get involved. I'm a dive instructor. Here's all these injured men and women. I'm curious, or I wonder if we could use scuba diving to help facilitate their rehabilitation. So I met with the chief physical therapist at Walter Reed. She saw the merit in what I wanted to do, and she gave me the green light. Yeah, what's
I had like the split ones. You want to check mine out?
No, I've seen those. But typically, we'll have 6 to 8 warriors on a trip, and normally 3 or 4 dive staff. We like to have a ratio of 1 instructor or dive master to 2 warriors.
My name is Brian Boone. I was deployed to Afghanistan in 2011 as an EOD tech, which is explosive ordnance disposal. We take care of IEDs.
My name is Christopher Cowan. I was a corporal in the United States Marine Corps, and I just recently retired. It's definitely a humbling experience. You know, it just shows you like how quick things can happen in life and how quickly things can turn around. I don't really take things for granted anymore.
In November of 2011, I happened to be with a group of engineers that were doing route clearance packages, and we had taken care of a couple of IEDs, and we're heading back to the FOB, and it was just the wrong place, wrong time. Our vehicle got hit, my leg got smashed, and life changed at that point, It's kind of like everything you've been doing for your military career. It's like the rug just gets pulled right out from underneath you, and life begins again.
No. Just relax and breathe normal.
Okay. John's just one of the most sincere, genuine guys I've met in a long time. The hospitality to open his doors for us to come down here and to teach us scuba is phenomenal.
They jokingly call a single below the knee amputees paper cuts. I can do everything I could before. I just have to put on a leg before I do it. When you have other guys, they don't have that luxury. So no, honestly, I don't feel sorry for myself. Like it could be a lot worse.
When you're rehabbing with guys that are double and triples, and you see the anguish and the pain that they're going through as they're rehabbing, and again, just being a below knee it's almost a blessing in disguise. But at the same time, everybody has their own injuries. You really can't compare yourself to, I carried around a lot of guilt for a long time, thinking that, I don't know, it's just hard. It's just hard watching those guys really struggle, and they're gonna have serious problems for the rest of their life. and you come home and things just seem different. So to be able to escape and to get into an underwater world like that, it's just, it really is. It's another world. It's awesome.
We often hear that when these men and women are in the water and underwater, that the pain goes away. Once they've gotten injured or gotten out of the military, they've lost that camaraderie that they had while they're in the military. So we're providing that experience for them when they come on these trips with us. With SUDS in this program, it's not all about diving. I think it's kind of a springboard or a catalyst to help them heal, and I'm happy that I can share my passion for the ocean and mountains with our service members who sacrifice so much. So we, as an American nation, need to give back to our service members who have made that sacrifice. It's the right thing to do.